Hello, guys. Welcome back to Just a Step with Fola. So, we'll be talking about emotional intelligence, and this is the episode 2 of our series, High Value Woman. But before we get started, I want to ask a question. Have you ever said something in anger that you instantly regretted? If so, you're not alone. In a world that constantly tests our patience and peace of mind, learning to control our emotions is not just about being calm, it's about becoming powerful. That is because emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand, manage, and express emotions gracefully, is one of the most defining traits of a high value woman. And by the end of this episode, you see how mastering your emotions amplifies your femininity and makes you high value. But first, let's talk about the power and challenge of emotions. To be honest, emotions are powerful. They shape how we think, what we say, the choices we make. They can even inspire our best moments or our worst reactions. In our 20s or 30s, when we're trying to build a life, a career, or a relationship, in this phase, emotions feels even louder. And that is because we are trying to figure ourselves out. We're trying to have it all together. And sometimes the midst of this stress makes us just want to burst. But that's okay. It's okay to feel deeply. Feeling deeply doesn't make us weak. But letting emotions run our lives, that's where the problem lies. A high value woman learns to feel everything but masters her response. So the first step is controlling your thoughts, not just your feelings. Here's what most people don't realize. You can't control every emotion you feel, but you can control the thoughts that feed them. Every emotion starts with a thought. For instance, when you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I always mess up, or they don't care about me, you're creating a story that fuels anxiety, anger, or insecurity. But when you choose to slow down and question those thoughts, you take back your power. The next step is the arts of self-regulation. Now, once you start understanding your emotions, the next step is learning how to regulate them, especially under pressure. When someone disrespects you, you don't need to match their energy. When life disappoints you, you don't crumble, you pause. Self-regulation is emotional discipline. It's knowing how to calm yourself before you speak, act, or decide. It's what separates reaction from response. And women who have mastered it are magnetic. They walk into rooms with quiet confidence. They handle chaos with composure. And people feel safe around them because they are consistent, not unpredictable. And that's high value energy. Step 3. Empathy and boundaries. Once you've learned to manage your emotions, the next level of emotional intelligence is about how you manage your relationships. Empathy is what allows you to connect deeply with others. It's seeing beyond words, understanding someone's point of view, even if you disagree. But empathy without boundaries will drain you. That's why a high value woman loves with understanding, not with overextending. She knows the difference between helping someone and carrying what isn't hers. So when you can feel others deeply and protect your peace, you've found your emotional balance, the kind that makes your presence both soft and strong. Step 4. Building confidence through emotional mastery. Here's the most beautiful part. When you learn to manage your emotions, your confidence begins to rise naturally. You stop being afraid of feeling things because you trust yourself to handle them. You stop seeking constant validation because you're grounded in your own emotional stability. You stop reacting to every situation because peace has become your baseline, not your goal. That kind of emotional maturity is what makes a woman high value. Not the outfit she wears, not the attention she gets, but the energy she carries. Calm, intentional, grounded. So today, we've learned that controlling your emotions isn't about suppressing them. It's about understanding them, regulating them, and expressing them with wisdom. A high-value woman doesn't live at the mercy of her moods. She lives herself, no matter how she feels. This week, I want you to practice one thing. Pause before reacting. When someone or something upsets you, ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Remember, you don't have to suppress your emotions to be strong. You just have to master them. Because a high-value woman doesn't get lost in her feelings. She lives through them. Thank you so much for watching. If this episode spoke to you, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. And also share in the comments one emotion you're learning to manage better. And until the next time, keep being the high value woman that you are.